What is going on, guys? It is Echo X Soldier here, and I am here with my final Black Ops gameplay / commentary. Sad face. I'm playing Domination WMD with the AK, Silenced, Cold Blooded Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja Pro. And yeah, I'm not a camper. I just prefer to use Cold Blooded Pro so I can get around the enemies without them seeing me on a minimap, and a Silencer for the same reason, because you don't show up on the minimap. But yeah, this is my last one. I know I have my final episode of my series, which will be up in a few days, hopefully, just before MW3 comes out, which I am pretty excited for, and I'm sure you guys are. So basically, this commentary is just going to be about me leaving my opinions and like my overview of what I think of Black Ops and how I felt about the actual gameplay, etc. To start off, I'm going to start off with like what I think was negative in the game and what I think could have been improved and which was bad in my opinion. And to start off was, we know the opening weeks we couldn't join games. You'd be with friends and you'd join a game and it'd instantly kick you or your friends and you just couldn't join a game. It was mayhem. There's never enough servers. It was just horrific, man. It like put a big downfall in my opinion. And I actually stopped until the update was out. Playing the game because it was ridiculous, but they fixed that. They got that fixed pretty quick, should I say. It must have been a few days until they did it, but it was fixed, so I'm glad that was out the way. I'm not sure if you guys get this, but I get the FPS lag. It's like 3 lag. You'd shoot and then like no one else would lag in the game but you, and you get like a little bit of lag stop, a little bit of lag stop, a little bit of lag stop, and I always ended up dying and I get frustrated, and I get that a lot in Black Ops. I didn't really get it in any other game. So I'm not sure if that's my fault, but I know a few people and my friends did have the same problem, and I wasn't happy about that, especially if it was like a search and destroy game and you'd be the last one and you'd be lagging. It was kind of frustrating, but that's just how it was for me. And a big thing that I think ruined this game, as in YouTube people who like do quickscoping. I know they nerfed it. Should I say nerfed as in they thought quickscoping was cheap, so therefore in Black Ops with the L96 or any other weapon you couldn't quickscope, which was made everyone on YouTube and like the sniping community rather rage, and they were not happy like whatsoever, and people were pretty upset about that. I know like JD 2020 called it cheap, and there was a few replies from the likes of Zergriz saying, how is it cheap, you need skill to do this, etc. So there was a big debate over that, and I know a couple of months into the game they actually fixed it, but it wasn't the same. I mean, if they designed it so you could quickscope at the start, it would have been perfect for the community. There wouldn't have been any problems. But yeah, hopefully they take that into consideration about the next game they make. You know they're going to continue making games. But quickscoping, I know it's an MW3 and it wasn't in Black Ops, so that's my opinion. I didn't really like what they did there. XP lobbies. I'm not sure if you guys were familiar, but at the start there was like 50,000 points per kill, which was a GPD mod, which actually had over, I think it was over 100,000 people reset because they'd go into an online game, get 1 kill, and they'd be reset. So I think that was a big major downfall. I know a lot of people after that, because they got reset for no reason, for joining an online game like you would normally, and some guy who was host had 50,000 XP and just you got a kill and you end up getting reset for it, which I think was wrong. I think they should have just left it how it was. I know it was a big exploit, and they obviously don't want that type of stuff. But a lot of innocent people got reset who like worked hard and were like close to 10th prestige and stuff, because it was pretty early when the XP lobbies happened. So that was a big. I wasn't happy about that either. That was I wouldn't say cheap, but it was wrongly appointed, and yeah. What else? The FAMAS. The FAMAS and the AK-740U, sorry. They nerfed that, and I was so good about the AK because it was so good. And I didn't think it was overpowered at all. People said it was, and the same with the FAMAS. I mean, it worked well the whole fucking 6-7 months without anyone complaining. All of a sudden there was an update and both weapons were worse, or like less accuracy, less power, and I think that's the wrong thing to do. I mean, you've gone so long with that weapon. I mean, someone else can be using the same weapon, and it's just how it is. Like, they should never change that stuff. It just gets tested and tested and tested. Unless it's something ridiculous like NW2 and we had the, what was that weapon? The models, sorry. Yeah, the models. Now, they're ridiculous. Just if it's something like that, then yeah, you resolve it. But I think nerfing the weapons later on in the game's kind of wrongly done. It shouldn't be done. And a big thing I hate, I'm not sure if you guys agree, is spawn trapping. I know demolition on this game is absolutely ridiculous. You get into a game on jungle or a game on any other map and you'd be spawn trapped, and basically if you're in against a clan who were good and knew what they were doing, you'd get over 100 deaths and there'd be over 100, 200 or 300 kills, which was pretty ridiculous. And I didn't like the spawns on this game. They should have added more, or maybe like, I don't know, fucking something else into the game that would stop spawn trapping. It was stupid. Nuketown 24/7, for instance, about demolition, that was ridiculous. So yeah, spawn trapping was not good. I'm gonna say this now, I'm not a big fan of the maps on Black Ops. I don't know, they look too clean, should I say. I mean, like NW3, NW2. I've seen the maps and they look like a proper war zone, should I say. The likes of Black Ops, they just don't look like a war zone. They just look like they're all in perfect condition. So I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of the maps. I'm not going to complain completely because I do enjoy this game either way. But yeah, that's all I can figure out, like, on the negatives. I'm not going to hate on this game, but there's a few negatives which I wish they had addressed, and I failed there. So now on to the positives. There's a lot of positives in this game. I'm just going to come across a few in my opinion. And to start off, I'm going to start off with the perks. I think the perks in this game are well balanced. They worked well. They worked to everyone's satisfaction. I don't think there's any stupid stuff like Commando, Pro, or any of that stuff where you'd fly across the room, which caused a lot of hate in MW2. So the perks were a big success in this game, and I can't fault them. So pretty good going there, treyarch. You worked that out well. Kill streaks. The kill streaks in this game work absolutely perfect. I mean, they're well balanced, so you can only have a certain amount. You can't have all the best. I mean, I'd use all the time. I use Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and Dogs, which are perfect for me for the way I play. But every single one was perfect. I like the way you needed more kills to get a care package, so there wouldn't be constant care packages coming in like there was in like MW2, which I'm pretty glad about. So yeah, that worked well. Even in ground war, there wasn't that many kill streaks going on like there was in MW2. I'm pretty much slighting MW2 here. I'm comparing Black Ops to MW2, which I shouldn't really do because they're both completely different games. So the kill streaks worked well, and I was happy about that. The map packs, should I say, the map packs in this game were astonishing. I enjoyed every single one. I purchased every single one the day they came out. A big fan of zombies, and a big fan of the maps they actually introduced. Pretty much every map that I played from the map pack were well designed. I mean, there wasn't any exploits, glitches, or anything like that I seen. So they did a good job in stopping glitches in this game, which is a very good asset, and stops people getting rage and all that stuff. And regular XP events on this game. I mean, you'd have the Nuketown 24/7s going on. You'd get double XP when the map packs would come out, and you'd get around, I think there was around 10 to 15 double XP events. Recently had one with the Nuketown 24/7 on Black Ops and MW2, where you could get your prestige token for MW3, which is great. I actually played a few days of a few games of the MW2 double XP. I didn't really get around to this game as I'm 15th, and it wasn't a game that I really enjoyed when I hit 15th. So that was a great addition. I enjoyed the way they added that. So the events, the Nuketown 24/7, should I say, was a great game mode because it was constantly Nuketown, the smallest map. I mean, I ranked up three prestiges in one double XP event with that. Yeah, pretty sad, but I got to my 50th prestige, so I was happy. And dive to prone. I think dive to prone is a great feature in the Call of Duty game. It's a shame it's not carrying on to MW3, but hey, that's just the way Black Ops was. They had a dive to prone. Different companies, different game modes, etc. And dive to prone was successful. I enjoyed it. It was a good way to dive out the way of like napalm strikes, for instance. So it's a great addition. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about, guys. I hope you do enjoy this video, and I'm a big fan of Call of Duty in general. And my overall opinion on Black Ops is a good game. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 stars. Lacking a few things in my opinion, but yeah, this is my last video. Be sure to leave a comment. Thanks.